reality. No one's ever there for you, or will ever be, 'cause you're alone. Lone wolves, we're out to get you. Lone wolves, we're out to get you.
Yo, chat. Hello, how are we? How are we doing? I've been a bit of an inconsistent streamer, but we move. We do move, of course. All the campaign videos are now out and everything like that, which is sound. So yeah. How are we? Sorry, I can't read. Backlash was an embarrassment. It was very mid, for definite. I watched it. I watched the main event live, but I didn't watch the rest of the show because I didn't miss it started at 11 PM UK, so I missed half of it. Well, like a fair bit of it, and Braun and Seth was okay. It did its job in empowering Braun Breaker, which I liked. What else happened? Trick versus Sammy, I couldn't care less. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other matches. The Hausen match was mid. It's one of them. It's an issue I've got with comedy characters where we fall into this issue where people just enjoy it. You know, for sure people should enjoy it and everything. But I think there needs to be some seriousness taken as well into that. You know, that it shouldn't just be like Hausen. Like, Hausen didn't need to win that match, but because he's comedy character and he rarely gets matches, you know, it's more of that sort of issue. I need to do games with Bravo, actually. I've done the Rayo matches, so I can get rid of him now. I need to complete some of that, more of that quest. Oh yeah. I need to turn a thing on. There we go. Please say I've got some a wee one card I can get rid of. Three. 21 games. Here. Show off. Oh. It's because I got pinned for some I got pinned for some in the 2K Discord. Normal stuff. I need to get my phone actually for looking at chat. Alright, give me a second, let me get my phone for chat. Alright, we're back. Alright, my phone's just got to turn on, so me looking at chat will take a little bit longer. But move. As long as the WrestleMania card doesn't show up, I'll be fine. If it can show up in a charisma match, I'll be happy. As long as it's not Cody or whoever. Anyone who's basically built in charisma. Right. Two toughness matches, which is a dub. I need to do Bravo matches and super moves. Charisma. Oh yeah, he threw him out. Let's go. Alright. Do. I just know we'll lose on purpose. Thank you, Bubba. Alright. One of the most annoying parts I always find with training cards is just having to spam Royal Rumble out 24/7. But for the round bottle quest, we have to go into campaign because of apparently the matches just don't track. So, well, according to other people from like the 2K community Discord, apparently the Rumble doesn't track. So, saying that though, at least I can train up like 3 other cards like with it. So it's not like a terrible issue. No, it's not like the biggest hassle. This stream is basically just gonna be training cards. Training cards, try to do the objective and stuff and go from there. Because I just thought, like, you know, I might as well stream because I'm not really doing much and, you know, get some content out. So people don't think I'm an active streamer. That hopefully is enough for Shinsuke. If not, we can just go into campaign, do a match. Stage 84 on amateurs, what I'm doing at the minute, for doing the round bar request anyway. Well, I've done Rayos, it's Bravos I gotta do now. Let's go with completed. Also, I need to do a lot of equipment up, so I'm gonna put equipment on Jacob. I need toughness equipment for next campaign ideally, so that'd be my priority. Then we'll put him in the PC. He'll be my next card to train. Well, I've got to do both Jacobs. Oh god, I forgot I didn't level the other Shinsuke up. Yeah. Well, we have an F1 Shinsuke anyway, so. Right. See, what are these Ember cards like? These Ember females in? Oh, literally boom. Oh yeah, because I've not updated my women's boom in ages. Right, so. So I've got to do 2 more Bravo matches, and then it's just super moves, and we've done the quest. The problem is, like, with my sort of content right now is that I've got really nothing much to do. Because of complete campaign, showdown to watch is extremely boring, but it will have to be done. Alright. So, it is Bravo that needs doing. Right, so yeah, we'll train the Jacobs, and then we'll just do a variant on Eddie. Summit will add Eddie in. Just for his variant training. Do. So, I mean, Rail's very I'm not, Bravo's very not fussed about it. Eddie just needs to proc and then he'll be fine. We've got 28 minutes to store resets, so. Did you? Oh yeah, I need to change that stream elements thing as well. I always say that I need to change it, I just never change it. Oi. I mean, if any of the Jacobs poke, that's very. Alas, that is the that's that one done. So it's just super moves, which, you know, are super moves. Yeah. Do. If I can lose in these Rumble like early rounds, I'll be very happy because of super move issue, the super move quest. Oh. Ooh. Speed. Speed again. Do do. "17 minutes to story set, so trophy. So we got a couple of games on him, right? Yeah, we got 18. Wait, no. Wait, that's wrong. It was 18. It is is something. Right. Oh, we actually got him out. Okay, that's cool. I was not expecting to get him out, but you know, dub. Whoa. Imagine. I wonder who the LMS card is actually gonna be. Probably. Oof. Don't really know what. Well, it's probably females. It's gotta be a female, right? Unless they do a change last minute. There's Jacob, it's the wrong one. That's fun. Do. Right, that's alright progress on Jacob, for sure. I'll probably be about, what, it's like 6 matches or something. Pro case. I mean, for story set, that'd be very ideal. I'm just gonna get rid of that universe though. So we got a day in 21 hours. That's just under 48. Like 40. That's like 45 matches, something like that. 45, 46 matches. Thank you, IR. So what's speed Quizman now? To be fair, toughness matches aren't the worst to get. Obviously, because of the equipment, so it's had a boost. So. I've just changed the follow me in supercard because that is the information that was given was out of date because I left that team a little bit ago. Kofi in a power match, perfect. Hopefully audio's not too bad and everything. It should be alright. Might just turn the desktop audio down a tad bit, but other than that, it should be alright. Should be sound. Stat master complete. Let's go. Seth, Taker, Raquel. Nine minutes story set. How am I doing in the actual league? Make sure I'm not going to get demoted. I'm actually not. To be fair, it's only 4k to get promoted. So I might have to play a bit of PvP and then get promoted. This is basically our best chance to get promoted. In terms of point-wise, I might do some survivors. Oh yeah, Tiffany Stratton is our backstage, our daily streak. She will have an equipment as well, which is good. Right, while we wait for bouts to happen, then we go into a survivor. while that happens, I will be back in a few moments. Alright, I'm back. By the looks of it, the game's not even started. Oh no, we are a minute and 20 left. Mad. So someone in this game's not connected, and I need to put it back onto live screen. Whew. So we have two pros. We've got Logan and Booker T. So Kofi, Sammy, Taker, Alistair, Chris, Bam Bam. Okay. And then Logan, Logan, Booker as well. Things are, I might get rid of Logan and then Pro Booker, because Booker, I think generally is a better card. Oh. I did daily streak, so I've done the daily streak for today. Well, yesterday, should I say. We'll check out the daily reset content after the Survivor. So yeah, get rid of Logan. Kofi, we've got no tag teams. Brilliant. By the looks of it, so this person, oh god. And take a prot. Mad. Mad. I've got literally 2 arrows and they're not even compatible. Right, got Bucky here, the Pug, got Logan. Then went Alistair, which I just beat. Yeah. Mad. Mad. Yeah. Oh no, we win by 3,000. Let's go. We are second match to complete. Do 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 do. Alright, we seem to just be waiting on one match. The issue is, so these tend to take about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Oh no. It's gonna take trim, but it's no point now. But also, after that is a bot, so. Right, please give me a tag. Or a left out pro. They gave me a tag, which is perfect. So we'll get rid of Logan here. I think because Booker T would be fine for his speed charisma. I'm hoping to get a Bam Bam Pro. Or maybe a Taker Pro. I need power and toughness now. I've got speed charisma, I just need power and toughness. Okay, we're going up against a bot. So I'm pretty sure it's a bot anyway. We get a Kofi Pro for it, so we'll take that. Ooh. That's gonna be a oh no, it's a win. How's that a win? Okay, yep, they can't win now because they used the pro, so. And then, yep. That's a win. Right. Easy match. And we got a Kofi Pro. Alright. Currently 2-0, we'll take that. 2-2. So yeah, waiting on RSW and Cuda. With the a Page champ and a Lex Bliss champ. The amount of people now that are actually going to be getting Page cards, assuming they do Blast from Past. I've had a few of them. I think I've got all of them except for the season 1s and the basically up to like ultra rare. I think it is. I don't have. Obviously, most of the Page cards I can't get. Because of the season 1 tax, basically. It's what I like to call the season 5 season 5 account tax, where I can't get cards because of the season that the account started in this case, it's season 5. Meaning that most season 1s, most season 2s I can't get. Which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Of course, we do have a content time. I'll be doing content after Survivor, so. Even from that, I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting maybe Future of the Phantom Blast from Pasts, but I'm not expecting. They haven't shown up for like 3-4 days. Chris, alright, I will have to get rid of Undertaker. Now, this be kind of hoping I do actually get an Chris. I kind of actually no, I do want Chris Sabin. Oh, that's saying my mic. No, I do want Chris Sabin because of he's really good in speed charisma, but yeah, we'll have to give this guy Undertaker. As much as I don't want to give him Undertaker, I do have to give him Undertaker. By the looks of it, it's either just gonna not choose or it's gonna be a an annoying thing where it's just gonna. Well, it's obviously gonna pit something at random. Or I did something that will help. Bam Bam would help. No, they give me Kofi. Right, yeah. Now this it's just gonna choose cards. So yeah, easy win. I'm not gonna risk the pro. I'll be annoyed if this is another pro. Oh, thank God, it's an Undertaker. Boom. Of course, this will be actually. Let's be the last hit to get Kofi. A lot of people's cards. The supercard roster is going to go down a lot. So it's even next to we're going to be getting more debuts or returnees or legends. Which, it depends because, I mean, what they did with Unhinged here was they made a lot of random choices. Remember they put Repo Man's one up. Repo Man Biggie was strange because he's not been seen in the game. He wasn't seen in the game for a while. I wonder. What are they actually do? Well, it shouldn't have saved though, should it? No. Sound. Sound. We're doing the survival to basically just buy the time. Although, this match should not be taking this long. It's an AI. Ooh. Right, while that's happening, I'm just going to take some of their chat boxes away. Give me the Kid Mouse Gaming one. Do. Of course, if you are watching this as a VOD, feel free to skip ahead to about 20 minutes of this, right? Because this should not be taking this long. Holy. Thank you. And the AI actually won as well. Mad. Mad. Alistair, right, okay, that's right. If I'm being more clever here, Chris has to go. Because I need help with. Well, ideally, I do need help in power. But Chris's power's terrible. And Alistair is. He's not actually the better card. I don't think he's actually the better card. But his stats are better. And I just prefer his stats being toughness and speed, because toughness and speed, especially with down now as well, for team with Booker T, we don't really want to speed Christmas. I mean, speed will be fine, because she has the proximate speed. I mean, he'll be gone anyway, but, you know, in terms of this, we need toughness and power if we're going to make down house work. Need to try and cover all stats. Hey, the only thing is, if we can get Bam Bam, probably very happy. Now we get Sammy, which is very annoying. Kofi. And this was my fear. Is that power match? I'm just weak in power. He's actually got Bam Bam Pro. I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't have a third pro. He shouldn't. I would imagine he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's got. Well, he technically does. It's just not pro. He had 3 Sammys. Although by looks of it, he's AFK'd the whole thing. So, well, he hasn't AFK'd all of it. He's played some of it. He's probably just gave up. Just being that I can't bothered. Easy win though. Alright. Right, now wait on Kudu and the Mike 31. The Mike 31. He could go out here. Right. We got an Pro. So, Bam Bam's going to be gone here. Which, for Kofi, is terrible. However, we probably will get another Sammy back. We'll probably get Sammy again. I don't remember Sammy in this tier being great. I mean, granted, we could also get Taker. Kofi will be an F2. We need to keep them pros though. I know despite tags being practically everything, we do need that third pro. Okay, we get Booker T, so we're going F1. So, yeah, do that. It can only be a tab match or 2 solos. That's perfect. If they've got 3 pros, we may be in a bit of trouble. Okay, not the most strong about this. Okay, yeah, they're gonna do that. That means they should have a third pro. Depending on who it is. It's Kofi's weakest start. It's Sammy. Yeah. Yeah, it's charisma. To be fair, I don't understand why Kofi can't be charisma. It's never made sense. Be tough than charisma. So, combine Alistair. We got Sammy, right? Sammy has to go. Because we'll take a fortified. Okay. Fair enough. Mel Solo. Go Bucky here. What the? Fair? Yeah, just pick the card for me. Right, this person could be a cheater. Yeah, he's either hacking or the game just broke. This works. If it chooses taking out Venom, I picked first. Remember, I chose Alistair. If it chooses like Booker or Taker. Okay, there. Thank you. Don't know why I chose Kofi. It depends. Oh yeah, it's got 4 pros. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't lie. I kind of want to get out of this Survivor because of story set. Alright. I'm just gonna bun that Survivor off. Just so we can get story set. Actually, no, we'll play. We'll just get eliminated. If I get the buy right now, I'm gonna be annoyed. Oh my god! I don't want the buy round. Spot go. I spot will be eliminated. I don't want to AFK it. Mental. Absolutely mental. It's not. It's not even funny because it's just pain. Like, generally just is pain. Like, you know, it's just like, come on. Oi. Oi. Alright. Let's do the, let's just lose on purpose. Sound. I'm not really fussed about winning anyway. I never really was fussed. Right, sweet. There we go. Would have lost either way. That Survivor generally took about 30 minutes. Oh, forgot to claim my survival award. Dom Brunson. Fair enough. Do. Alright, story set. Do your worst. By the looks of it, none of the packs changed. So Blast from Past packs just are not happening anymore apparently. We didn't get bonus chance. Ooh. Myth! The amount of times I've generally had myth, I don't need any myth. Actually, no, I might need talent about it. Wait, no, I don't know. I've had them before, before now. I've can't hold them. Yeah. None of them are thingy. Cal Pro, because I've already done them. Alright, rule the ring. Do your worst. Silver pack. Imagine get Eddie. No. That'd have been a cold moment though. Okay. I'm going again. Go pack. Right, this is not going to give us anything. Oh my god. Eddie! Let's go. I've already got an F1 of you, but it could be an F2. And yeah, more fodder. Hey, we got Eddie though. We'll take that. Yeah, nothing else Carlo worthy. Left. Out middle. Hey, we still got Eddie though. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Right, build a pack. Do your worst. Page, it's one I've already got, but fair enough. Don't care about a ladder. Wait, I've got the other reward slot. Legendary page. What in the page pack is this? Right, and Xavier Ward. That's just wrong. Night. Ward slot. Another reward slot. Oh, elbow pads, Ted. Universal Championship. And we got a lot of fodder. We actually get a few catalogs out, which is a dub. Thing is, what is Deal of Destiny's legacy cards? Valorant Summer Songs. Right. Everyone's least favourite mode at the minute. We get the villain. The brief, right. That does not help. Manager, okay, so it's Drew. A briefcase again. The pin, okay. Bruh. The manager again. Oh god. There's the champion. So that's an easy lower. Get a briefcase. See, I feel like it's gonna be the hero. It's the ref. Don't really matter. To be fair, I've already got the belt. Alright. Alright. Alright, catalog pulling time. Alright, we get 2 extra catalog stars for today's story set. AKA Paige and Aaron. Dexter. Of course, if you are someone who is a collector in this game and you want to try and get catalog stars, you do need to try and get Dexter Lumis cards. Of course, all the White 6 have been released. They'll be out the game soon. Come next year, most likely. Rumble and Otis. Wow. Okay, no, we'll take that. We will take that. That is a foil liter. Hey, new star. As well, so we'll definitely take that. Cause Connor progressing the WrestleMania Forever event because we don't have lights out. Piper. Lenai and Mouthguard. We can fill that with Rowan and Paige. Let's go. Alright. That's done. Oh, WrestleMania solo. That's actually cool to be fair. Now we got solo. Right. You done with WWE? To be fair, I think a lot of the general wrestling fan base that aren't like they don't profit off of anything are, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised. To be fair though, I mean Backlash was meh. It was okay. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been worse. It had though. They had more runtime than WrestleMania though in terms of actual action. Every week, every same old stuff, yeah. Cause it's safe. Now I know this is gonna annoy so many of the fans off, but it is safe. Like, you look at the product and yes, is it a lot worse than, you know, 3 years ago? Yes. But the issue is with WWE, they just play it safe now. Hence why they do like trilogies of basically everything. Backlash being less as much. It was. It generally was. The runtime is like a few minutes out. Tico needs to leave WWE. They won't. It makes them too much money. Yeah, they need to. Yeah, but they won't. The only way TKO will leave WWE is if they go bust. Or Triple H gets a backbone. Which ain't happening. TKO go bankrupt. I mean, they are currently... it's difficult, isn't it, though, with TKO. Like, TKO go bust. Which they won't. They have too much money. I mean, they are in debt, though. But... TKO would have a big issue where, should they go bust, they would have to sell both companies, and realistically, the only other feasible option currently for WWE is Saudi. It's Saudi owners, which is just as bad. To be honest, Vince needs. You want Vince to come back? If Vince comes back, a lot of the wrestlers that are in there in WWE now will leave. Imagine FinDom and other main stores being forced to take 50%. Yeah, and that is the issue with TKO. And that is the issue with their financial situation currently, where they are making not enough money. They are, in fact, losing money. We know that is because they're keeping the cost down. Trying to. Like, it's why the New Day left. Which I understand. The New Day left because of they didn't want to take a pay cut. Like, something like 50%, whatever, still pay cut. That's still a big pay cut. Reset. Made 400 mil of resume 42. They gave TKO rise. Did it make 400 mil? I don't think they made 400 million in terms of sales. I'd be very shocked. And the biggest issue though, TKO are profit maximizing. Made about 30. Yeah, which ain't much for Mania. That is not much. That's actually an L on them. That is an L. That is for. Like, I remember, like, because I watched Mania Live, and what they did was incredible. Like, they celebrated having like, I think it was like 61,000 and like something like 55,000, something like that. They had about 110,000, whatever it was, across both nights, and they celebrated that. That's a loss. Did Dom leaving Finn half the roster? If they've got morals, yes. However, it is also their job. They are making money. If they've got morals, they will leave. It makes sense for them to leave. Like, this had a similar issue in TNA, like 2016, when Hulk Hogan and Like what? Like TNA had the same issue where when they brought in Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan, AJ Styles talked about it. 'Cause he left because of it. He talked about he would have taken a 60% pay cut from TNA to resign. He had to leave. New Day have done the same thing, except it's like 40-50% pay cut. And it doesn't help that, you know, Kofi's getting on a bit. He's in his 40s. I think Xavier's pushing 40 if he's not in his 40s already. And they had to take a pay cut. They lost of 30k people for bad booking, and there's plan on going on. Yeah, Roman is a question mark right now because if we're going, I mean, the rumors are of course rumors. You know, it isn't true until it happens. However, if it is true, and he does leave, then if he goes. The only feasible place for him to go, really, is AEW. He won't go New Japan because he won't get booked. He won't go Impact because there's no point. Well, TNA, there's no point. Or equally, he retires. Or he goes into Hollywood. But he'll probably go into Hollywood. Like, what Dwayne's doing and stuff like that. If he takes a pay cut. But, so I don't see Roman taking that big of a pay cut. Like, I don't see Roman. If the rumors are true, and Roman does leave because of pay cut, then WWE's gonna lose significant less fans. AEW probably will gain a lot of fans, really, because, like, if the younger stars are taking pay cuts and stuff, and they're going to AEW, or whatever, or New Japan or whatever, like Kairi's probably gonna head off to New Japan, or she's just gonna retire. One of the two. But but the issue is, if they're taking pay cuts, nothing. Rom's the one making sure. Rom's the only reason why I watch WWE anymore, Dom is, he's had a weak year. Roman's mid. Yeah, no, I say it's mid, that's wrong. He is great. He's amazing. Doesn't show up enough. Because of family. AEW are getting stars. AEW be like that. WWE have more stars. Yeah, the biggest issue with AEW is roster is bloated. They have too many people for a 2-hour show. They just do. And that leads into their problem of, and bear in mind, their problem still is very, very relevant to this day. Like, because AEW are one of the first companies to try and nab stars. Once they go off free agency or whatever, you know what, TKO's like law abiding, so they have to do. Like, not perform for like 9 days or whatever. Like, then AEW will just snatch them. They will take them. Which is good and bad. Good, they get more popularity, they get more stars. AEW's is going to get stars, but going to get too many. And they could lose out on money because of wages, and then they have to release people. Should that happen. Second people saying let TKO go. The only thing TKO's cooking is when WWE got bankrupt. If there is a case where WWE are in indefinite issues, they will sell the company. They will sell the company. TKO would have no reason to stay with them if it's a declining project. If it's a declining project, they would take no chance, and they would try and sell the company. TKO bought these awful main event. They actually don't. It is still Triple H. However, the biggest influence that TKO has on the company is ticket prices and celebrity involvement. That's the biggest thing they've got. And that they do. Honestly, they do. Trust me. And so it's not, I wouldn't say it's TKO's issue. People did blame TKO as the first line of defense. Well, Triple H's first line of defense first. But the prices, blame TKO. Like, The prices, celebrity involvement, and all that, that's TKO. The UFC, if UFC do have a collaboration or whatever, that's TKO. Triple H, however, is still booking. It's not going to change that fact that Triple H but storyline wise, it's very questionable because they haven't built anyone up. Like cock in the chat, yeah. Triple H has no backbone, and I keep saying this, but it's true. He has no backbone. All he needs to do, right? This is all Triple H needs to do, is build a star up. He builds a star up, brilliant, right? Then you push him. He's doing this with Oba, but the issue is once. Please be tough, man. 157k to toughness. Ooh. Charisma. Mad. L. This is mad. Look. I don't want to do that, but I have to. I'll lose all my credits if I don't do that. Imagine Vince, who would grab the TKO and throw him out. Vince selling the companies while we're in this situation. That's true. He is. He's the reason why we're in the situation because he had to leave. So he sold the company. Like, as much, like, of course, I mean, if the rooms are true. Did Vince want to sell it? He had to. He had to. There was no if, ands, or buts. He had to. Because he had all the allegations, and he just passes ownership on someone, they may not have the money to do it. He had to. And WWE was in a bit of a trough. They were stagnating. Vince made the business. TKO's destroying the business. TKO's right. I'm just gonna say one thing about TKO. I think they are one of the worst things to happen to wrestling. 100%. However, they are someone who can financially provide. They are, to an extent. They are someone who had to buy them. If not, it was going to Saudi. If it went to Saudi, women's wrestling would be in the pits, most likely. And they're also doing the same issue with UFC. And the UFC, of course, they've got the White House fight that they're doing. That's going to make a load. WWE is just going to put on bigger pay-per-views and people are going to spend. That is natural. People will spend to go. TKO, Triple H, all of them need to get out. I disagree. I do not think Triple H needs to leave. He needs a backbone. That's all he needs. He needs someone just to tell him, please, Paul, have a backbone. Stop appealing to them. Just have a backbone. Say that this isn't good. We need to make the experience more and go from there. They own it. Like Vince had to from 2020 to 2023. Well, 2023 when Vince had to leave. So TKO, I'm the boss. But business-wise, he can't, and that is the problem. He can't business-wise. He is 49% ownership. TKO no 51. So TKO do have decision. If they don't like something, they could override it. However, TKO aren't really getting involved in the book, and they get involved in the prices. To prevent it's how it had to go. If Vince was to sell that company, which he did, he had to have someone do a 51 split. 49 to 51 split. That's the easiest way you do it. You own 49% of the company, or the buyers own 51. And it's convenient And it's typical that this has happened, but it is business that happens. Most companies go to a 49-51, unless they do a takeover, which is 100-0. Love it or hate it, that is how it goes. It's business. You'd have it. Triple H needs to man up. Where's the game gone? There was no game. The game is gone. Like, the issue is, if he tries to step up to TKO, he gets fired. Most of the time, if it's in a hostile environment that TKO don't see fit, in terms of especially ticket prices would be the biggest thing you'll probably kick off about. Sub-team involvement hit Mitch, you can get publicity. If he tries to step up to TKO to try and affect their profit, it will be in their best case that they would probably have to fire him. And then we go into another issue. And then we need someone else to book. Just Endo do it at this point? No. That only do that if there is no recoverable position. Which, at the minute, it's not like WWE. Is WWE hard to watch at times? Yes. Is WWE celebrity infested? Yes. Is WWE advertisement infested? Yes. But this is how they get the money. And business-wise, makes sense. 2 years about booking? I disagree. There's been some good booking in WWE. However, there's also been a lot of bad booking. And for the good things you remember about the good booking, it's also the bad things you remember about the booking, and you don't win. WrestleMania 40 Triple H put that perfectly. Exactly. And that was under Triple H. But it's still Triple H booking now. And Triple H's booking is very questionable. It is, currently, he is relying on 5 stars. Because, why can't every night be like that? Because you lose the pizzazz. You will remember Triple H for good booking at WrestleMania 4. You remember him for WrestleMania 39. You'll remember him for, stuff like that. Even then, WrestleMania 39 was influenced by Vince anyway. Supposedly. So, but if you have WrestleMania 4, it'd be banger shows. Like, if you have consistent bangers, one bad show and you're going to say it's one of the worst companies out. And that is what our fan base is like. This is what any fan base is like. You have one bad moment, you're being told you are losing. You are being told that you are one of the worst companies ever existed. And, we see it a lot in the entertainment industry. You look at AEW about 2 years ago. They had the same problem. They were not doing the best, and people saying it's over. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is the business. And it just, I can't explain the business to someone. I never will. But they can't. You can't explain the business. All the Lens hate TKO. Brock hates TKO and TKO. Yeah. Because TKO are doing things with the business that, in theory, you shouldn't do. But the issue is the legends are old school guys. They preferred They preferred Vince's booking, and Vince was booking better for his own because he had Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard was always there because whatever you think about Bruce Pritchard, if you like him or hate him. But the WWE then is better than what we have now, yes. However, we also have to understand that times have changed, and this is and now we live in a marketized economy, which we didn't do back then, in the sense of everything now is a market, and whoever makes the most money is a conglomerate. WWE is a conglomerate, US is a conglomerate, TKO, as much as you may hate them, is a conglomerate. And the only way they will die is if they die themselves, if they just end themselves. Unreal's awful. Unreal is, it depends who you are. If you prefer, like, Unreal exists because they can't hide the product no more, because social media and everything like that, you can't hide. No matter what you do, the business will be exposed, and it's been exposed for years. That, you know, we know it's predetermined. We know it's, you know, it's not. People use the word fake. It's not fake. It's just predetermined. Undertaker said the fans are supposed to be shocked when not being exposed how it got in ring. And there's an ad. Oh, Jesus. Eddie's actually quite strong. Alright. Alright, so Eddie will get to 1.4. Also, we do need to go and use the other Jacob, and then we can pro him, hopefully. We'll have to watch some ads. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to watch ads. That's over. Undertaker is the business. Oh yeah, he's old school. He is old school. But what the legends also need to understand is social media has ruined any summer fake. You have a lot of, like, being in the business you're in and an entertainment industry, you will be in a case where a lot of your stuff will get exposed. Love it or hate it. You can't hide it. If you hide it, you get no fan base. Simple as that. I could myself pretend, oh, like, you know, there's a few benefits to what I do. How quick Undertaker's just get in the ring? Well, he had to. Well, I mean, his entrance is no, but in terms of running and stuff, yes. But you can't hide that. But when it comes to kayfabe, this is what's called kayfabe. What, like, if I was to do anything, hypothetically myself, a big event, bear in mind, the only people that know me will know what I look like in terms of my face. You'll know how I sound, and that's fine. If you can recognize my voice, you recognize my voice and you see my face. Cool. However, in this case, you cannot fake anything, especially if someone gets a phone out, or camera, whatever, selfie stick, whatever. They take a video and they post it online. That's gone. Alright. So, someone films me, my secrecy is gone. And that is why they hate it. Because secrecy is gone. They lived in a time of kayfabe. Paul Heyman himself has said on Unreal, he does not like it. Because it is high, it gets rid of the secret aspect. And it puts you into the backstage. However, we live in a time now where that stuff is feasible. That stuff is equitable. That stuff is, you know, impossible to keep secret. Unless they physically secretize it. Cody? Yeah, Cody's... I'm here mess with Cody. It's just his character's boring. He's actually a really good talent. It's just his character is dead. It's dead in the water. Love it or hate it. When is Cody's story going? When he gets character change. That is when that will happen. Even then, Cody gets the most flack for it because of this Cody's gonna break Undertaker's record eventually. For what? What Undertaker record? Can't think of one. He ain't gonna be the longest tenured. I'll tell you that for free. Well, the longest tenured. Actually, no, he does hold that record, I think, at the minute. Technically, actually, no, tell that. It's been technically his longest tenure. WrestleMania, no chance. He can't. He can't. He will be wrestling until he's about 70. Which he ain't doing. I'd tell you now, he ain't doing that. WrestleMania support card. What was that? Eon. Mitch we'll keep that. The Morgan Snow catalogs have already got a prod. The day that streak dies, like nowadays in WWE, we don't have many long-term talents that will not be there for the long term. Never say never. People said Cody would lose at WrestleMania 42. He didn't. The ideal was that he was going to lose at WrestleMania. However, we have to be responsible here, and we have to think about Cody's... The only way Cody can possibly wrestle until he's like 60 or 70, whatever, is if he barely performs, which you don't do. Now, the only people that can get away with that is like Roman. Saying that, Cody already kind of part-times, he barely wrestles. Except for pay-per-views. He barely, like, you see Cody wrestle on SmackDown, holy, that is different. Cody would generally have to be wrestling for another, like... Like, something like 20, like another 15 years. He ain't doing that. Also, WrestleMania 42's washed up Randy and off Van Cena. That match was potential washed away. For sure. They did not need any celebs in that. But money. So, but it better worked anyway. They only made 30 though. The WrestleMania's low as all hell. Match was awful. Yeah, it was. That match had so much potential. They just had to have a traditional wrestling match that had some quick paces, some slower paces, and you go from there, right? They had a story to tell. All they had to do was do what Randy and Cena did. Backlash. All they had to do. Where, you know, you had some quick moments, you had some slow moments. That match made the Bulls of Destruction vs DX look good. I would still say that's the worst match. One of the worst matches because of... There was no botches in... Well, no, like, issues. Major issues with that match. The Cody and Randy match. It was just boring. Like, that match was 40 odd minutes of nothing, whereas the other one was a long time for a lot of issues that happened in ring, injuries that happened, and unsafe working environments. In that same thing. But the problem is, I'm not going to slander anyone. I'm not going to slander you for this, but the general popularity of fan base you know, if you have bad match, people will be like, well, the worst match ever. It isn't. Like, if you look at it bad, is it that bad? Probably not. Gaming does all the time. Vince was Booker again, everything would change by characters. If Vince was to return, we would be in a... we'll be in a situation where, as much as people say you want Vince back, they want Vince back. Do you? Really? Like, would you really want Vince back for his last years at in his last years in WWE? Would you really want Vince back? If so, why? Me personally, I wouldn't. Do you want to spend 80k on night 1 at WrestleMania? I don't plan on going on WrestleMania. The thing is about Mania, the ticket prices, that isn't Triple H. That is TKO. That's not Triple H. The booking side of things is Triple H. Would you really want Vince back for that? How many?
This is incredible. I bought a super.
Okay. TKO making prices 10 times. Yeah, that's TKO, but that's not Vince. If Vince comes back, alright. Okay, sponsorships will come. Ads will probably be less. The Netflix thing be probably a bit questionable. However, booking probably be worse. Storylines probably be weird. Bad people won't get pushed, and people that would have got pushed, that are getting pushed now, may get what I like to call Vince, where it basically just makes you useless. And God's sake, there we go. Like, if you want Vince back, think about the amount of people that would leave WWE. Women's wrestling would take a downturn. Tag team wrestling match could be on a bit of an upturn. Shut up. Carly to May Judgment Day funny. I disagree. I didn't find him. Me personally, I never found him funny. Personally, I never found him funny. I didn't understand the hype. In terms of, like, he was equal. That wasn't. I was Triple H. They have me laughing. There. I don't find comedy characters funny. I'll just say that. Like, the whole Danhausen thing and stuff, I don't find funny. R-Truth, I do not find that funny. The biggest thing I find funny is when something unexpected happens. That's what I find funny. Like when, like probably the funniest thing I can remember right now is when Brock split his pants. That generally had me laughing. Because you don't expect it. But comedy characters, you expect it and you're like, Remember when Jay's botch? Yeah. The issue is though, I don't find botches funny. I think when they miss a spot or don't do it properly. When spots have an issue, I actually get scared because of what can happen to someone. You can get injured. I'm fun. Gunther's lost everything about him. That is booking. That's Triple H. That's generally just his booking. However, if he goes for Cody, you know, we will be there. You know, Gunther can be a he can be a champ. Why not? It's just that Gunther's booking's been terrible. Which is, it has. Ever since retiring AJ, it's been terrible. How many points am I on? 2 grand. I'll do that bit after. So I might switch game. I haven't been going for now 42. Could go into a just chatting thing, to be fair. It's just super, like the Rayon Bother Quest, 20 super moves, cannot be bothered. You know? I'm waiting for next year. I really am. Ooh. Oh. No, it doesn't. Fortunate. Alright, chat, I'm gonna call it there for a day. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. So, tomorrow I'll be live again, I'll probably just do some gaming. I'm gonna be posting a video, a little bit late. By the time you'll watch this on YouTube as a VOD, that video would be out. Be a bit of an update into what I'm doing on the channel and stuff. Because I think sometime, because I do want to try some other stuff for the channel, and going from there and everything, which hopefully will be fun. But yeah, feel free to hop in for that. But yeah, anyway, this has been Kim My Supercard, and a goodbye.